I thought Ash versus Vogel was big, but I was wrong. Cause Drizzile finally came out the cave. Yo, what's up everyone? Trayman1 here. Welcome back to another Pokemon Journeys anime review. And guys, after 3,000 years of slumber, of waiting for our precious Koga to finally come back.
Koga? Oh, Satshika Koga, come back to me. I love you. I miss you, Koga.
Drizzile finally comes out of the cave, yo, in episode 78. Let's go and get right into this episode's review, because I got a lot to talk about. Well, I thought that Drizzile was just in hibernation, being to itself, stuck in his cave. Drizzile actually reveals that it's been coming out of his cave at nighttime to do some training, practicing its water gun bubbles. I don't know why it just doesn't throw bubbles. That's what I thought the whole purpose of those things were for. But it wants to be Inteleon. It's trying to use these water bubbles like Inteleon, like a Stipe Shot, but unfortunately, it can't do so. I just love that it's practicing though. Darmanitan actually has a focus in this episode. I thought that it was going to be the thing that kind of help Drizzile evolve, because that's kind of been Darmanitan's thing in the series. We're just helping the starters out with their development. As my boy Kiro says, Darmanitan says, fine, I'll do it myself. Take that pen and paper and write Pokemon Journey story, which I hope he at least does it for Grookey. But still, it was good to see that Drizzile has been practicing. And throughout the whole episode, we're dealing with this plot of Ash and Go trying to figure out what's going on with the data. Ash literally crying for the data.
Oi, data! Oi, data!
Someone please just give our boy the data. I can't even lie though. This kind of threw me off a little bit, because when I read the summary, I thought it was saying that the Pokemon actually went missing. Like they actually were either stolen or they just were all released. But nope, it's actually just their data, their Pokedex information. And you know, stuff that Ash and Go basically covered the Darkest Day, all that stuff. Basically, I guess they did some research reports, since, you know, this is kind of like a college. So that's going on. And the villain was very interesting. He kind of gave off a little Sophocles vibe. I liked how, you know, they added this extra plot with this kind of antagonist to Sakuragi Labs. I thought it would have been cool if they had this be like a recurring thing in the series, kind of like how Boragain was in the Pokemon Sun and Moon anime, where he was a recurring villain, constantly causing trouble. This could have been an interesting thing, but that's not really the case. This guy's just a little fanboy who loves Sakuragi and just honestly wanted to meet him. So that was kind of iffy in my opinion. I don't know. I wish that this was a bit more of a serious threat. I can't even lie. Like, you know, the battles and stuff were great. Seeing Drizzile have to go against that Kecleon, all of that was great. The suspense, Kecleon itself was pretty good in this episode. Being, you know, Pokemon that goes invisible as well. It would fit perfectly with Drizzile's whole thing. And to be honest, it is quite funny to see how Drizzile reacts to Kecleon at first. It sees this Pokemon stealing from the lab. It sees all this stuff going on, but it just honestly does not care, because, you know, it was in this depressed state. And, you know, this is actually a real thing. When people get depressed, you know, they just don't have energy to do a lot. And, you know, if you are depressed or you got anything going on, please let somebody know. Let some friends and family know, because this is a serious thing. That's the thing I didn't like about Drizzile being in the cave. You know, I get it. They wanted to give it its own space. It's a long time, but in reality, if you have a friend that's depressed, you know, make sure you give them a lot of comfort, check up on them, because a lot can happen. I know I'm talking a lot of emotion right now, guys, but, you know, I'm getting real with y'all for a second. I just lost a friend who was actually depressed. You know, he kind of went through something. So if you all have a friend or family member that's going through a depressed state right now, please check up on them. Don't let them, you know, get them their space, because everyone needs their space. You ain't got to bombard them, but constantly check on them. That's the one thing I really wish that they did with Drizzile in this episode, or at least just throughout the series. Have moments with going in the cave. Like, we got to see him go in there probably about once. But other than that, he just left his food, just let it be about his business. That's not really a good way to go about things. I wish we had moments of at least 5 minutes in the episode, going in there, checking on Drizzile. Or maybe we even seen Drizzile at nighttime out of the cave doing some practicing, and Go smiles like, okay, it's doing good. My apologies for that, guys. But I will admit, though, I do love that once Drizzile actually sees what's going on, how Go truly feels, that it finally takes this whole thing serious. Because at the end of the day, Drizzile still cares about Go. You know, Sobble and Go had a good personality, a good bond. Sobble was one that traveled around with Go a lot. So I did feel a lot more emotion here versus Floette or some of the other Pokemon that they try and make these big impactful scenes with, because we actually got to see Drizzile as a Sable at least interact. Now, as a Drizzle, I wish we could have did a bit more because I will admit the evolution wasn't as impactful as it should have been. The fight, seeing Drizzle and Go fighting together, that was amazing. But when it came time to evolve, you know, I did love the moments where Drizzle got hurt, Go jumped in front of him, and it reminded him of, you know, when Go first met Sable. It's just, I wish that Drizzle or Go had some more moments with Drizzle and Go possibly interacting, you know, Go trying to bring Drizzle back out, comforting him some bit more in the cave, maybe just telling him stories at night. That would have helped this episode so much better because this was I don't know, it wasn't as good as Goodra or Primarina. At least with Goodra and Primarina, we got to see those middle stages at least do a bit of something. We got to see them in episodes. We got to see them interact. We got to see them battle. Drizzle here, he just all this development in one episode. It was very rushed. Nothing like Cinderace's. I love the Scorbunny Raboot Cinderace storyline where, you know, Go and Cinderace, they actually went through it at one point, and it was impacting episodes. Here, Drizzle was going through something, but it had no impact on the series until now. But I will admit, seeing Inteleon on the big screen was dope. I love seeing how cool and agile it was. Seeing Go's Sable, the baby that was always crying, finally grown up to be the man itself. Yes, it's confirmed to be a male, guys, because this Kecleon, we got a gender reveal for Go's Inteleon. And he is so smooth with the ladies. Like, my boy over here kissing the hand. My boy smooth now. It's 007 out here. I see you, Inteleon. But yeah, this was a pretty good moment. It wasn't the best, but for what Journeys could tell, I will admit, like, you know, this was pretty nice. My overall rating for this episode is a solid 6 out of 10. Like I said, it was overall pretty decent. It wasn't nothing special. Like, it was a big thing seeing that Drizzle finally evolved and came out of the cave. But they didn't do much with Drizzle. And that kind of makes the episode okay-ish. Like, I do love the stuff that they did with the kind of added on villain and stuff. Unfortunately, you know, it's not going to be a recurring villain because they finished that plot. And I do love the bond between Go and Inteleon. One thing I hope comes out of this episode is that we get to see Inteleon more. But looking at how Cinderace is treated, we got to see little to none of Cinderace in this series. And that's probably going to be the same with Inteleon. Obviously, you know, they're going to update the opening sequence showing Inteleon. Inteleon is huge, by the way. Like, you worried about them showing Cinderace. Cinderace is at least the same size as Go. And Inteleon is huge. They're definitely not going to show this thing off much. Which honestly has me feeling like, you know, is Grookey even going to evolve? Because Grookey's the new shoulder Pokemon. And I don't know. It's going to be weird. I don't see them replacing Grookey unless they start showing off some of the Sinnoh starters. I have no idea what they're going to do. But I don't know. It's just such a weird thing to Go and his Pokemon. I want to see Cinderace. I want to see Inteleon. Grookey gets shown a little bit too much, but hopefully we will get to see Inteleon and Cinderace shine more and them interact because I want to see Cinderace's reaction to his little brother finally growing up. But in the comment section down below, let me know what y'all thought of this episode. I'd love to hear. You know, once again, guys, check on your friends, check on your family. There's a lot of people out here who love y'all. So thank you all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And no one has told you today, I love y'all. So thank you all so much. TradeMan1, peace out.